Alabama. It is illegal to wear a fake mustache in a church in Alabama that causes laughter. The law has been in place since the 1800s and is still enforced to this day. So, if you're planning to attend Sunday service in Alabama, make sure to leave your fake mustache at home unless you want to do some jail time for causing a disturbance. Arizona. If you have a donkey in Arizona, you're not allowed to let it sleep in your bathtub. The story of the 1924 enacted law goes like this. Near Kingman, Arizona, a town was flooded by a local dam while a merchant let his donkey sleep in an old bathtub. Although the donkey survived, it was carried about a mile down the valley by the floodwaters before finally landing in a basin. It is worth mentioning that North Carolina and New York have similar laws. California. No whistling for a lost canary before 7 a.m. Apparently, the state legislators believe that the wee hours of the morning are not meant for finding wayward birds. So if you happen to misplace your feathered friend and it's still dark outside, resist the urge to whistle and wait until the sun comes up. You don't want to end up behind bars for breaking this odd law. Georgia. No tying a giraffe to a telephone post. The story behind this is a bit unclear, but some speculate that it was passed in response to a circus that visited the state many years ago, while others suggest that it was simply a way to prevent people from causing traffic accidents. Whatever the reason, it's safe to say that if you happen to be traveling through Georgia with a giraffe in tow, you'll need to find another way to secure it while you stop for a break. Louisiana. The law was passed in 2016 and states that it is illegal to order and send any food or beverage to a person without their consent, with the intent to annoy, abuse, or harass them. The law came about after a series of prank calls in which pizza deliveries were made to unsuspecting victims, often in the middle of the night. The victims would be forced to pay for the pizzas or face legal action from the delivery companies. So never send a surprise pizza to a friend, or else you're up against a $500 fine. Vermont. In the early 1900s, some circus performers would paint their horses to make them look like zebras, which was thought to be more exotic and attractive to audiences. However, this practice was found to be harmful to the horses and was eventually banned. The law still stands today, serving as a reminder to treat animals with care and respect. Arizona. In Arizona, saguaro cacti on privately owned land, federal wilderness areas or public lands are protected by default, and their removal or destruction requires permission. The Arizona Native Plant Law, administered by the Arizona Department of Agriculture, governs the protection and management of saguaro cacti. Under this law, it is illegal to harm, collect, dig up, transplant, or sell saguaro cacti without a permit. California. In California, there is a law that protects the right of residents to access sunlight for their laundry needs. This law guarantees tenants the right to hang clotheslines to dry their laundry outdoors. By utilizing clotheslines, residents can take advantage of the abundant sunshine in California, where it is sunny 78% of the year, reducing their reliance on energy-consuming appliances and decreasing greenhouse gas emissions. Illinois law permits individuals under 21 to handle and serve alcohol as part of their employment in establishments that hold a valid liquor license. Under the supervision of a faculty member or a qualified instructor, culinary students under 21 are allowed to handle alcohol for educational purposes as long as it is within the scope of their program's curriculum. The law includes instructions that the student tastes but does not imbibe alcohol liquor for instructional purposes up to, but not exceeding 6 times per class. North Carolina. It is illegal to operate or participate in a game of bingo while under the influence of an impairing substance. By prohibiting intoxicated individuals from participating in bingo, the law seeks to maintain fairness, order, and the overall enjoyment of the game for all participants. The specific penalties for violating this law may vary based on factors such as the level of intoxication and any prior offenses. Texas. In the state of Texas, there is a rather funny U.S. law that prohibits milking another person's cow. The law is intended to prevent unauthorized individuals from trespassing on someone else's property, not just the sole act of milking cows.